house has a soul. Often, it's the combination of the developer, the contractor, the architect, and eventually the person who stays in that house. Today, we have an opportunity to tour this bungalow that, to me, is the best bungalow design that we have seen so far. Walk with me inside so that we can see the soul of this house. Karibuni. Let's start our tour on the front. You're welcomed by this small parking area. It can comfortably fit in 3 cars. We have actually tried that this morning and I've seen it works. On this side, you have the staff quarters and a small storage area. There's even an outdoor bathroom that you're going to see later on in the show. There's a tap here so that if you wanted to wash your car from this area, you can comfortably do that. And you can see that this area is made in a slanted manner such that even if you wash your car here, the water just slant and go to the backyard where you have the sewer line, connected to the sewer line.
Yes.
On this side, you can also access your kitchen that you're going to see later on. And from here, we can see the facade of this house. And it probably looks very, what should you say? Like it's a wing design.
Yeah.
We actually got an opportunity to see the framing of the house before they put in the concrete and so on, and you can see it looks like a wing structure. So it's a flying machine, you would say.
Yeah.
Probably, which is why maybe I feel it's very unique for a bungalow. It's something that you haven't seen. And the exterior of this house is painted. Part of it is painted. Then you have this fiber
Concrete boards, yeah,
that they have used to clad part of the house, and they have also used this cladding, this Darugo cladding. Yeah. And I know there's maybe another name for them. Someone can tell us.
Yes.
Darugo is where they get the stones from. So this is not actually, this is cladding.
This is not the stone.
Yeah. So you can imagine this should just tell you the amount of details and attention that have gone into this house. We also have these chain links, and today we was just talking about how they work so perfectly. Instead of having gutters coming down all the way, you just use, this is a better and neater way of using, making sure that you dispose of the water.
In a very, instead of having it drip down on your floor.
Exactly. Another thing that I need to mention before we leave this exterior part is that the whole roofing is a slab. Then on top of the slab, they have shingles. So, I mean, how many bungalows have you seen with a slab as a roofing?
I think that's just an amazing piece of workmanship, man.
Exactly.
And just having steel structures inside of, just to hold the house. I mean, this is a very strong.
Yes. By the way, that's very important that we state. The whole house is a steel structure.
Yes.
And then they have the concrete all around the house.
All around the house.
And then you have all this cladding, and even the roofing is a slab. And as I was saying, and I would actually want to see in the comment section how many houses, other than probably in this location, that you have seen with such a special roofing in terms of it being a slab. Then on the top of the slab, they put
shingles.
Yeah. So you think that this is mabati, but this is not, no, it's concrete slab, then that shingles.
You can tell that this house is built to last.
Oh yeah, you can for sure. Then another detail you notice, you have these wall sconces all around the house, even at the backyard, and we'll be seeing that a lot. And with that, this is where I give you the specs of the house. This is a 3-bedroom bungalow sitting on a quarter plot. Price is 34.25 million Kenya shilling. It's located in a gated community. I'm sure some of you already know where we are by the virtue of how these houses look. We have toured almost, I think, 3 properties in this area.
Yes.
This is Limuru, Tilisi. So walk with me inside. We see what this house has to offer. before you get into your main door, you have this small covered area, which I think is very necessary for having your shoes. Like today is a rainy day, but you can see this area is dry, so you can have your shoes there and keep them off the rain.
Yeah.
And this is your door to the property, a very stable door, if I could use that word. And it's a steel door, but cladded with wood, just to break that steel monotony. And I like how they use wood in this property. Even on the mirrors, we are going to see that it sort of spices up the spaces. Again, because of the glass, it ensures you get a lot of natural light.
I like the design of that door. It's very unique. Mostly you don't see this.
Also like how heavy duty it feels.
It feels,
and even how the lock is fitted within the door frame. Because most houses you see the main lock on top. But in this case, you just see the handles and the key area. I like that design. And immediately you walk into, you have this entry porch. And I love this space, and especially because of how big it is. I remember when we came here and I saw this house, I went home and I described it to my sister. I told her, you know, that house, when you enter, you're not squeezed. You feel like it's an open, it's an open layout, and they brought that feeling even here. So I'm facing the living space. On this side is the dining area, and on this side you have bedrooms and the powder room. Here you have a small section where you can place car keys. It can work like a console. You can also place flower vases and so on. And moving forward, let's start with this living space, since you're already here. And it's a sunken living space. I remember the first time we toured, there's a house we toured here, one of the properties we toured here, which was retailing at 38 million then, now retailing at 50 million. And someone complained about the accessibility of that. But in this case, you can see that this is a very small staircase, and you can actually put a lamp
on top of it
if you wanted. So that to make it more friendly.
And the thing about it is that it's a large space. So even if you are using a wheelchair, it's easier for you. It's easier for you to roll on top of it.
In this sunken space, you get to appreciate the wings of this house, because now they give you a very high ceiling. And the height starts from that end, all that going upward as you approach this area. And on this side, you have this fireplace, very well cladded with this stone. We have seen this in the other properties. So it's very common with this developer. But I like their taste. It makes you feel sort of warms up the spaces and breaks up the monotony of the walls.
And another thing, since you had mentioned the high ceilings, is it makes this house feel so big that we saw it's 226 square meters, and you're like, no, that is not possible.
It's unbelievable that this house is 226 square meters. I had to double check that over and over again, because I couldn't believe that all this space is in a 226. I mean, it's 226 square meters. Again, the fireplace, as you can see, very well, easy to clean, as you always say, because you don't have a stone here broken, so you just drag your ash. And this is raised, so it's not on the floor. And notice that the floor is this is wood laminated, which is warm actually if you compare with the tiled areas. And this is where you store your wood. So that you don't have to go outside looking for the wood. You just keep it there and burn it. And we're in Limuru. It's cold. We are freezing. I'm even trying to spice up and myself and smile so that people don't notice how cold it is. But I'm freezing. It's very cold. So having wooden laminated living space and even the bedrooms is really makes it very comfortable. So on this other side we have this big steel door and window that ensures it's almost a whole wall of steel door and windows, and this ensures you get a lot of natural light. So for those people who worry about privacy, you have your curtain rails done for you. So you just
and I love that the curtain box is there, so the curtains don't go all the way up to the top.
That is one of the things I noticed when we were just walking through the house. And I was so impressed that even at night, there's a way your lights, you see this, the lights they have put on the ceiling,
yes,
the spotlights.
Yeah.
There's a way that they will be, you can spot
it from the outside.
Yeah, because of that upper section.
Yes.
To me, it's a very fine detail, and actually a very thoughtful detail, because I also like the way the window continues all the way. That ensures you're getting
a lot of light,
tons of natural light.
Yes.
Yeah, it would have not looked the same if we had a concrete or a stone wall at that
on top
upper
of
section.
It, yeah.
So we're going to spend a lot of time in this house because I love this house. On this other side, we have this shelving. We also saw this in the other house. You remember that?
Yeah.
They like this.
Imagine it.
And they make sense. You can have books. I remember in that house they had used to store books, pictures, vases, and so on. Yeah.
Yes.
And that area is your dining space that you're going to see. Again, notice that you have these beams, which is gypsum beams, that sort of creates a privacy between your living space and your entry space. And but still opens it up. Which is a creative design. And also
it's a good way to separate your entry porch and the living room, because like from there someone can just peep through the living room.
And before you leave this space, maybe you can pan up so that you talk about those beams that they have used to spice up the ceiling.
Yes.
So instead of leaving it plain, they use this. I'm sure those people who have watched the other two shows understand this, and they have seen. And they, by the way, they told us that some of you come here and say that you saw the projects and decided to pay a visit. Make sure the next time you visit, alert us. Let us know that you're visiting.
Yes.
It would be nice to actually, say we influence someone to come and see the property. On this other side, you have your dining space. And it's very spacious. Again, it's 226 square meters, but doesn't feel like 226 square meters because you can fit an 8-seater here comfortably. And you can even have the option of fitting it like this or like this. You're spoiled for choice.
And the good thing is you can still have bar stools and there'll be still more space.
So you have your dining table here, your bar stools here. And again, even when you're working from this kitchen, you can converse with people in the dining
or in the living room.
In the living room. The living room being sunken, you still feel like there's a sense of privacy, but still openness. And you have a big window here, so tons of natural light. I was saying earlier on that if I was change anything, I would just make the window bigger and bigger. Like it will probably go past that curtain rod.
So that even when you have curtains on, it will still be more light coming in.
More light, more natural light coming in. And on this other side, you have more windows that look to your entry, so you can see the front yard and see what's happening there. And welcome to the kitchen space. This kitchen again is well tiled. The backsplash, that is very well tiled, and they have very nice countertops, as you can see, and the workmanship in this property.
Attention to detail.
I believe that when you buy into this project, one thing you're buying to, of course, you're buying into the community that this you get from this space, which is, the gated community comes with facilities such as swimming pool, the clubhouse, the cycling lanes and so on, nature parks and so on.
Jogging tracks as well.
Jogging tracks, and because Tilisi is huge. For people who don't know, this is a 400 acre project. And therefore they have been doing it in phases. And we have been lucky to see these phases continuing. And therefore, you're buying into that community. But beyond that, you're also buying a house that is one of the best done in terms of workmanship. And I believe we have toured many houses to rightfully say that this is one of the best done houses.
Yeah, and one thing you failed to mention on the amenities is that there's an international school inside this.
Yes. There's an international school.
Yeah, and it's as we are coming inside, we saw the structure of it. It looks very amazing.
Looks very nice. Looks very nice.
Yeah, with all the amenities, even the grounds.
The good thing is every time you visit Tiresi, you see something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just make sure next time you visit here, tell us before you come. We get paid on commission, Bwana.
Yeah, we get paid on commission. Don't be buying houses behind our backs.
In case we request you to buy a project, just make sure you mention it to us before you go, so that we can actually say the client came because they actually saw our work. Yeah. So again, continuing with the kitchen, you have your burners. And again, you have the smoke extractor, and on this other side you have more appliances. You have the microwave and the oven. And
I like that they went with Bosch, not to be a marketer, but I like Bosch features.
At this point, Bosch just look for us in market. And you have a space for your fridge, so that's probably the only thing you don't get. And you have more counters. I mean more spaces to store your things. And this is common with Chelsea. You get a window here.
Yes.
And with almost all their houses, you get a window by the sink, but you also get these counters above.
And I like that they do that linear window. Because you get to have your countertops lower.
Exactly.
And you still have light from outside.
Exactly. Yes. Someone commented in the Mogodha house that the reason I advocate for lower counters is because I'm short.
But you see, the thing is, most ladies, they are 5'4", 5'5". You know, they're short.
Some of them are my height. Most of them are my height.
Yes.
Some are even shorter. And this is very comfortable
for them.
You don't have to strain.
Yes.
And the finishing again is very good. I love it. You can see that the quality is very good. Execution.
And even they are soft close, all of them.
The design, the execution, everything is just perfect. And of course,
there was one thing you were saying about having a window on top of that.
That would be me. Of course, I love natural light.
Yes.
So every time I will do a video, you have to hear tons of natural light. So obviously, I would spice it up with a window above these counters.
Yes.
I remember even the house in Mogodha, there was a linear window above the counters.
But that was like a small one.
That was like a small one.
In this case, we probably go with
a big one because the space is there.
Yes.
Remember the structure of this house. It's not a flat slab. It's a winged slab. It's like the house is taking off.
Yes.
In fact, I felt like I was reading a chapter in Fountainhead. For those of you who know Fountainhead,
Ayn Rand,
Ayn Rand, I felt like because those who have read the book know what I'm talking about. So I felt like I was in a chapter in that book. And again, moving on to this side, you have a small pantry space. It's actually double doored, so you can open it and you have the shelvings done for you.
I feel that is sufficient for a house like this.
It's actually a big space. It's not as small as you would think.
Yes.
And on this side, you have this door that opens to the laundry space. And I like how they always make these separate spaces. So in case you have a separate dryer and washing machine, you can just, you have enough
stack
space.
them up.
Stack them up. There's even more space here where you can put your detergents and so on.
Yes.
And on this side, you have, we are almost back where we started because that's where we started. So the design of this place is that you have this small gate here that opens to this area, which is where you have this washing area, the laundry, and even the storage.
Yes.
So on this side, you have this concrete sink where you can wash your pets. If you have pets, or you can wash your shoes, things like that. You can even hand wash from here.
Yes.
And the water pressure here is amazing. So not as the bedroom. I'll open the bedroom.
The bedroom.
So this is your storage space. This is where you have your, remember you have a solar water heating. We have a solar to heat, or every house comes with a solar water heating system.
Yeah.
So here you have this tank.
Do they call it a boiler, or what do they call it?
We have this boiler.
Yeah.
And I can also see that even the solars on the rooftop have boilers.
Have boilers, yes.
Yeah. So, and here the storage space is quite big. So there's actually things stored here. Yeah. And notice even the quality of the doors in the storage spaces. There's no compromise. Yeah. So it's valuable.
I think for a project as big as this to have this kind of attention to detail, like that is a plus.
Yeah, because we have seen there's always a problem in terms of maintaining that quality of detail. That's
in
that
big
level
projects.
of detail in big projects.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the outdoor bathroom that I was talking about. Also serves the staff quarters. And this is genius because if you're hosting people, then they can also use this bathroom. Yeah. So again, notice the quality of the door even for the bathroom. I mean, this is very good. This is probably what the Lavington house should have used. Doors like this.
Doors like this.
Instead of having a clear glass.
Yes.
A clear glass, you just go with this one. Yeah. So you have the water closet there, the showering area, and the vanity, the small vanity setup. On this side, you have the staff quarters. Again, even this room is naturally well lit. We're actually just filming with natural light.
Yes.
You have your wardrobe spacing, and it's decent space.
Could probably fit a bed here.
To fit a bed and like a small side table.
Yes.
So good enough. With that, we are done with this area. Now we want to go all the way to the back so that we can see what the house has to offer on that outside.
Actually, let's walk through the outside instead.
So, well, follow me.
Yeah.
So here you have this door that opens to your where you put your gas cylinder. So,
and I like that it's huge, so you can have that tall gas.
Gas.
I don't know how many kgs it is.
I think it's 13 or no, it's not that 26 or something.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether it's 26 or but that level.
Yes.
So again, this is the linear window that we saw from inside. That is your neighbor's house. They have moved in already. So you're moving in. You already have neighbors.
Yeah.
So that's the window to the dining area. Again, the cladding that you're talking about.
And the wall sconces around
the wall sconces around the property. And now we are at the backyard. So you have these steel double doors because this can also open. And from your kitchen, you can see the whole of your house.
Yeah.
So you can be working in the kitchen, you have your kids playing in the backyard, and you can see what they are doing.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a very beautiful floor, even for hosting people, for parties. Yeah. And again,
but I love the fact that there's also a car park right on front.
Yeah.
So even if your kids, they can play there, and they are safe because it's a gated community. Everything is regulated. Yeah.
Your kids don't have to use this as their play area.
Yes.
There's a bigger park on that other side.
Yeah.
And coming to this side, you get to appreciate this greenery. It has rained, as I was saying, in Limuru. It's very cold. We are freezing, right?
Yeah.
The sun is trying to, come out, but keeps vanishing. And this is your very spacious backyard. Starts from this fence to that other side. And you have this very nice fencing. I love this fence, by the way. Every time I see it, I have to, the anti-climb.
Yes.
Yeah, I love to see it. It's neat. It's very neat. And you have a big
drainage
system here. So the water, as I was saying earlier, if you're washing your car at the front, that water will flow all the way here. And I love the grass as well. It hasn't been cut.
It's nice that it empties towards your backyard, instead of having water on your front space. They have hidden the drainage really well. Yes.
And from here we can see how the house looks again. Look at how it connects the beams from this side, the wings that is.
Yes.
This is actually a winged house. We should probably film it when they're building one of these days, just for people to see how these houses are built.
How the structure looks.
Yeah, but it's a very nice, exciting idea. And then again, you have these chain links that we had talked about earlier on.
Yeah.
And you have this door that serves the primary bedroom, which means you can come park your car at the front and use that area to access your bedroom without going through the main house.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is, I think, a very genius idea.
Yeah.
I feel like you should, in your home, you should always have that privacy of accessing your bedroom without seeing the rest of the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't want to buy. You're not in that vibing.
Yeah. Maybe, some days you kick ass, some days the days.
Some days the day kicks you.
The day kicks your ass.
So in such days, you probably won't. So in such days, you're just not maybe in the mood of seeing people.
Yeah.
And you can, and that don't makes a lot of sense. You just walking straight to your bedroom, and people know, hey, leo daddy ama mama taki story.
Yeah. You just decompress there. Maybe you turn on your bathtub and just have your time up.
Yeah. So, and I'm tempted to do this. Can we go around the house?
Okay.
Since you're already here, it won't cost us anything. Anyway, people need to see this house, how it looks. So on this side, you even have more space, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm even trying to wonder what I would do with this space.
I mean, it's just cool if it's just grass.
Yeah.
Sometimes green is good for your space.
And what I like about this, you see, once these plants, once they grow,
they become a live fence.
Yeah,
now.
They become a live fence.
Yeah.
So there's more space. On this side is bedrooms, and you're going to see that right away. And you even have a gate to this area.
Yeah, so if you don't want anyone accessing your backyard, you can just lock it.
You can just cross it.
Yeah.
So again, we are at the front where we started the show. So now let's go back inside so that you can see the rest of the spaces. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like the flow of the house. The way that we came out of the house, went around it, and now we're back there. Some houses in very tiny spaces. You don't get that luxury. Yeah. So here we are again. I think earlier on, I even forgot to mention these very nice steel rods that create again privacy and some sort of separation from your living space to the corridor that heads to your bedrooms. And this connects this gypsum ceiling. That's why this area is the ceiling here, the ceiling height here is a bit lower.
Yes.
And you have downlighters. We're actually discussing that maybe you'd probably have to do away with these hanging lights and just use lights that are downlighters maybe or lights fixed to the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd probably do that.
Yeah,
because the ceiling is low.
Yeah, because here it's a bit low.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And that's where the wings meet.
Yes.
So at the center. At the center.
Yeah.
So again, here you have your powder room. You have your vanity setup, and it has that wood framing that I was talking about.
Yes.
And on this side, you have like a small section where you can place soaps or just perfumes to. And you have your sink set up, a unique one for that matter, and your water closet. There's even a big window, and they have tinted it.
Frosted.
They have frosted it to ensure that you get privacy in this water closet.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's spacious enough for powder room. Yeah. On this other side, you have bedroom number 1, and welcome to this bedroom. Very good size, by the way. And I get a lot of mirrors behind the wheelies that on the wardrobe, and you wake up, you see yourself, see whether you're looking good. And let's open up the wardrobe, see what they have to offer.
I like the fact that the windows are big, man. Like the windows are big, so when you walk in,
it's almost like a door.
Yeah.
So these are front-facing bedroom.
Yeah.
So you can see a parking area there, and it's very big, very spacious. Again, you have a very high ceiling, as you notice, and you even have this small section where you can use as a storage area.
Yeah.
So
you can put your stuff animals there.
This is a lot of space.
Yeah, it is.
And behind you, this is where we have the bathroom. So you have a very nice floating vanity setup. Look at the finishing. Really nice.
Really nice, yeah. I think that's the same stone that's on the kitchen counter.
It's the same stone they used in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you have this wood framing. We even saw this at the bar area, the bar section of the kitchen. And then you also the mirrors as well. And look how neat it is. It's very neat.
It's uniquely done. I like the fact that it's unique yet simple.
And even here you get downlighters and warm lighting. It's a high ceiling because you remember now the wings are going up. So you get that space to do all those nice things. And on this side you have your bathrooms. You have your water closet there. Notice the tiling, very nice. And this is your bathroom area. Probably the biggest shampoo niche you have seen.
Yeah, the largest, in terms of length.
Yeah, in terms of length. And even the bathroom comes with a very good window size. And I feel because this window, because it's a bit higher, that they didn't even have to frost it.
Yes. I don't see if there's anyone who's tall enough to be seen through that.
Maybe your hand will be seen. But because remember you have a live fence growing there, it's still okay. But this bathroom, can you appreciate the size and even the neatness of how the tiling has been done? Look at the tiling. The grout as well. Everything is just well fixed and laid out. Even the look, the color.
The shower, the fixtures of the fixtures,
and the choice they went with for the tiling.
This
is very good for bathroom. Sort of calms you down. And again, as you were saying, the shower and even the handheld is they have good taste. We give them for that. So moving back to this area. So let me say this. I remember there's a photo of, there's a picture he posted of the usual bungalow that people build. And some people are like, yeah, Mansa, thank you for saying it. that design should die. And some people are like, okay, what else can we do? So guys, you just have to come here and get this house.
This is part of the hotels.
This is hotels. So this bedroom is my favorite in a way because of this corner window. I feel that this makes it one of the best spaces. And I always love these houses because of how they fix their corner windows. Even with the other houses that we toured, the Mashonate, the first one, you could see the detail. It was very well done. And it's even hard to believe that this is steel. It looks like aluminium.
It does.
Everywhere I go, I tell even developers, man, the workmanship in Teresi.
This is always the standard of how.
For me, it's one of the best when it comes to workmanship. I even notice how the skirting, it's a wood skirting, but it's so well done. It's so neat
and very subtle. So it's even hard to notice it.
And even the choice of colors. This sort of gelling that you don't even notice the skirting. Again, the bedrooms also get wooden laminated floors, so it's warm. And on this side, you have your bathroom, and again
looks almost the same as
almost similar to the other one. So floating vanity, mirror setup is the same. Even the bathroom with the big shampoo niche, the window, the downlighters and the warm lighting, it's almost the same. With that, now let's go and check out the primary bedroom. So this is the setup to control your solar heating water system. So you decide how hot it will be and so on. First of all, the first thing you notice when you get into this space is the large entry space. Look at all that.
And like I was saying, like the hallways or the accessibility of this house, common spaces, it's very large. So even if you're using a wheelchair, it makes sense for you to have a ramp because you can fit
you can fit it. So the staircase is very huge, as Willis is saying, and perhaps I've been to bungalows. Most people live, the first houses are bungalows, and you don't get to see this kind of space in a bungalow.
Yes.
So this for me is just one of the best spaces that I've seen in terms of bungalows. And on this side you have this wall. I don't know whether people can see this in the video, but this wall is slanting.
Yes, they probably can.
Earlier on, we were trying to discuss how this wall was probably built. So remember, as I said, the house is winged. So this is a slanting wall, and you can enjoy the angles of that slanting wall. Again, I believe this is where if you have a TV in your bedroom,
this will be a TV wall.
This will be a TV wall.
Yeah, which makes sense because it's not good when someone walks in, they just see your bed.
Exactly, see your headboard. Yeah. So, and it's very spacious, comes all the way to this side. Then you have this large door that opens to your backyard. So, just like that, you can be outdoors.
Yeah.
And this is the door that I was saying earlier on that you can use to access your bedroom without going through the main house. Yeah. So, coming to this other side, this is where you have your headboard, of course. And here you have this area that you can use as a dressing table. There's actually a mirror here. So if you wanted to use it like that, you have more space here to act as storage, more storage areas. And continuing like this is your wardrobes, which are many. It's the primary bedroom, so it makes sense. And you have a window here to ensure that you even get natural light as you're dressing up. And obviously, so as you're dressing here, you have these mirrors to use. You have that mirror on that side. You have downlighters and you have the warm lighting. And moving to this other space, you still get more storage spaces for your towels and so on. Even have sockets there. And you get a double vanity. The stone again. I like that they used one stone in the house for the tops,
Yeah. Earlier on when we were with William, we were saying that the one thing that this space lacks is a door that comes into this bathroom. Yeah. But so we discussed, and I thought maybe in this space we can use like a bundle, but a glass one that is frosted.
Yeah.
So in case your kids just walk in, they cannot walk into you when you're in your bathtub, At least provides that kind of a privacy thing.
Knowing kids, I don't think that would get in their way.
Yeah.
Because I've heard from parents that they even stand here when you. So personally, I wouldn't put a door.
Yeah.
And I would actually give you a very low mark if you
if you do that.
If you guys put a door.
Yeah, I think
I feel like you're just butchering the space if you do that. Like the way this area has been made and the way it flows, that door would even again, as you're saying, you can probably use a glass door.
Yeah.
But I don't see the purpose
of it.
It's probably.
I mean, for me, I'm looking at it. From a point of when you are just you and your wife or your lady.
Yeah.
It makes sense to have that floor open.
Yes.
But when kids are in the picture, there's some sort of
knowing kids, and I'm sure parents will comment on this place. Kids don't know those things you're talking about. It's you are not a parent yet. That's why
that's why I think it will.
But I'm sure a parent will, because I've heard things.
Yeah.
We'll just come and stand here and wait for you to finish.
If you're a cat owner, this happens a lot.
Yeah.
Whenever you go to the toilet, your cat will always follow you.
So now that's the same thing with kids. I hear that. I haven't experienced it, but that is what I hear.
Yeah.
So by technically speaking, I don't think the way that space has been made. The floor of it will be it's an open space.
Yeah.
Having a door there, which is why they have a door at the water closet.
Water closet, yes.
Because if even, which is what I've always said, even if you're using this space with your partner, like for that business, we give you the privacy that you but for this other space, we keep it open.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because that area is even hidden from this other open area.
Yeah.
I like that they did not leave that open, that the water closet is not open to this other space. And again, and you notice even with the other houses, they always do that. The water closet always gets a door, even if it's a glass door.
It's a glass door, yeah.
So again, you have a very massive tub. So imagine having a bungalow that has such a massive tub. and even a massive bathroom. You know, it's possible to believe that this is a bungalow, but I believe this is how bungalows should look like. This is the standard. And remember, this bungalow is sitting on a 1/4 acre. In fact, if you come here, you find that there are machinates that are cheaper than this house. Reason being, the machinates start on an 1/8. So obviously, you're getting less outdoor spaces and so on,
Yes.
But in this house, you have seen the backyard, you have seen the front space, you have even seen the side spaces. So the fact that you're starting on a 1/4, you're able to spread out the house and still get a lot of space outside.
And I like the fact that there's that sitting space there.
This bench.
So you can have conversation with someone when they are in the tub as you're sitting.
Oh my goodness. So I can just imagine at the end of the day, sitting here, and the missus is just there in the...
Just soaking and having a time, you know.
And I'm just here taking nice photos of her.
Very nice. You know, for your eyes only.
For my eyes only, So it is perfect. For me, this house makes a lot of sense. And it's a perfect design. Shows you that bungalows don't have to be ugly. Bungalows don't have to be the usual, you know, thing that you see everyone building. It can be different. And the space can be curated to your tastes. It can actually be tasteful. I mean, I don't even need a machinate if there's such a bungalow.
You don't need it.
This is enough space for people with small families, for people, retired people like my mom. She wouldn't need a bigger house than this. This is enough. Having a 2-story house is just waste.
That's actually adding her work, because like she now has to go through all those stairs to get to her bedroom.
This is just is a very good space for someone with a minimalist person or just someone without a very large family.
This would also be perfect for me.
For single people, you know, for people, you know, perfect. And there's a big window. Notice that. There's a big window. This window looks to your backyard. And I also like that they posted it just to give you privacy in case you have people praying you have your kids or visitors within your backyard. And what else did I say? We haven't checked out the shower area. So maybe there's someone asking, where do you shower? So this shower area might look small because of this small door. But you remember you have this beam extending this way, and therefore when you open and you go inside, it's more spacious, and they frosted this for people like Willis who worry about being walked on
by kids.
By kids. But for me, I would want it to be
open. For me, at this point in my life, I definitely want it to be open.
Even this other one.
In
fact, I feel like it gets a bit claustrophobic
when it's frosted.
When it's frosted and you're crossing this door. So I'd like it to be open. So in case I'm taking a shower and my person is in the tub, we can just be saying hi to each other. Hi. Good. Maintaining eye contact. And notice how they try to make sure that you get a lot of natural light, because you have this window, then you have this other one. So again, I know that people who worry about security, and this is why I should say that we have a very, very safe location. This area is really safe. So it's not something that you should worry about. So again, Willis is telling me that I should,
let's finish the show here.
Appreciate this bench.
It is the only time we get to do this, because you have never finished a show inside the bathroom.
So I mean, the perks that comes with this house, for me, it makes perfect sense. Obviously, for a person who wants a lot of space, they probably prefer the maisonette. But for me, this bungalow is just perfect, and the design. I'm always impressed by Tilly's designs. I remember when we toured the first house, Scott told me, you were so excited in that video. And I told you, Scott, yes, I get excited because the designs there are unique. It's not the same thing you see every other day. Every other place, people are copying each other. But here you come and you get a sense of,
And I think the reason why you can find this design somewhere is because there's a lot of work that goes into the design of this house.
Now that you've mentioned, we just say, I know that people who watch these videos and try to take these plans.
Yeah.
You'll be frustrated if you try to do that.
Yeah. Especially for Tilisi houses.
Because you need someone who is as good to execute this. Is not. I mean, you saw the slanting walls.
Yes.
That will not be easy to execute. So I think for once we should appreciate what they have done, and we should not just copy. We can learn from them, and try to see if there are other ways that you can do things, not just the usual.
There's something that music producers do. They sample instead of copying a bit.
That's a way better way of going about it.
Yes.
And when you sample, please make sure you execute very well.
Very well. Yeah, exactly.
But if you're interested in this house, you can always give us a call. Ray's number is in the description, and he's going to guide you on how you can come here, see the house for yourself. For those of you who maybe not come here without telling us about when they get here, they say, I saw Mansa Plus video, and I was like, let me come and see. Please always just call Ray and tell him, hey Ray, I'm going to Teresi. I want to see the house because I want one. That way, if you buy, you probably get a commission.
Yes.
On that,
And the good thing about that is we can arrange things for you to flow smoothly beforehand.
Yes. And we can make sure that there's someone on site to receive you and to guide you.
Yes.
So we facilitate you, and that is how we eventually make money to keep these shows going.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share this video. We appreciate you that you've been watching all the way. Thank you and have a good day.